I'm going to have a vulnerable moment with you. It's Wednesday, May 13th, and I want to talk about something nobody in the hustle space talks about, honestly. What your sacrifice season is actually taking from your body. Not your time, not your social life, your biology. Guys, I live this. And it wasn't until I started connecting the dots on what was happening inside my body, mineral by mineral, that things started to shift. So let me break this down for you guys today. Let me know if you can relate in the comments. So let's talk about what I call achievement debt. And if you've been here for a while, you know this concept. Achievement debt is the invisible tab your body keeps running during your sacrifice season. When you're in full execution mode, head down, going after everything, giving everything to the goal, and it feels okay in the moment because adrenaline is a beautiful liar, right? But your body, it's keeping score. And one of the first things it pays out of, magnesium. Now, I know magnesium sounds like your grandma's supplement. Bear with me because this is not a grandma topic. This is a high performer topic. This is a recovering overachiever topic. And so let's get into it. Here's what actually is happening inside of your body when you're in hustle mode. Every time your body releases cortisol, your stress hormone, it uses magnesium to process it. Think of magnesium like the fuel your nervous system burns to handle pressure. And so the more stressed you are, the more cortisol that you produce, the faster your magnesium gets depleted. This is what I call the stress drain. And it's not just emotional stress, it's physical stress, it's mental overload, too much caffeine, not enough sleep, high intensity workouts, even blue light exposure at night. All of it draws on the same account. And here's the kicker. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body. 100. Sleep, energy, muscle recovery, brain function, mood regulation. It's not doing just one job, it's doing everything. And when it's low, you feel it everywhere. So, how do you know if this is actually your issue? Here are 5 signs I want you to pay attention to. And guys, let me know in the comments how many of these land for you. Number 1, you're tired even after a full night's sleep. You're not sleepy, tired. There's a difference. You wake up and you still feel like you didn't really recover. There is your nervous system not cycling through deep sleep properly, and magnesium is a key player in that process. Number 2, you're experiencing muscle cramps or twitching, especially in your legs, your feet, your eyelids, that little twitch under your eye that won't quit. That is a classic sign. I've been there myself. Number 3, anxiety that feels physical, like your chest is tight, your mind is racing, you feel wired but exhausted. At the same time, what I call high gear lock. Your nervous system stuck in go mode and it literally cannot downshift without enough magnesium. Number 4, brain fog. You're sitting down to work and the thoughts just won't connect. You're not unintelligent. You might just be mineral deficient. And that is a very different problem with a very different solution. Number 5, headaches or migraines, especially the tension kind. Magnesium relaxes blood vessels. When it's low, they constrict. And so you do the math. If 3 or more of those resonated, keep watching because we're about to talk about what to actually do about it. And real quick, guys, if this is already clicking for you, do me a favor, hit that like button so it reaches someone else who needs to hear this. And if you're new here, welcome. This is what we do. Wellness Wisdom Wednesdays. We get into the real stuff. Consider subscribing and I'll see you every week. Now, here's where it gets a little frustrating, and I want to be honest with you about this. You might be thinking, okay, May, I'll just eat more spinach and almonds. And I love that instinct. But here's the reality. The soil that grows our food has been so depleted over the last several decades that the magnesium content in our fruits and vegetables is a fraction of what it used to be. Studies show it's dropped by up to 80% in some crops since the 1950s. Guys, that's 80%. So you could be eating a clean whole foods diet and still be chronically low in magnesium. This is not a personal failure. This is a systemic issue that requires a deliberate response. And so that's where supplementation comes in, not as a shortcut, but as a correction. Okay, so let's talk about what to actually do because not all magnesium is created equal, and this is where most people get it wrong. There are three forms that I want you to know about. Number one is magnesium glycinate. This is your sleep and anxiety form. It's my personal favorite. It's highly absorbable, gentle on your stomach, thank goodness, and it helps your nervous system actually downshift. I take this one before bed. This is for those high gear lock moments that we talked about earlier. Second is going to be magnesium malate. This is your energy and muscle recovery form. It's paired with malic acid, which is involved in ATP production, basically your cellular energy. And I personally am not taking this one at the moment, but if I did, I would take it in the morning. Magnesium citrate, this one is great for digestion. A lot of people use it, but it can have a laxative effect at a higher dose. So just be mindful and careful. So again, my personal protocol right now, again, I'm not a doctor. This is just my own experience and research. My favorite is magnesium glycinate at night. I take about 500 milligrams a day. And if I were to add on the magnesium malate, I do it in the morning. Within a few weeks, I noticed my sleep quality shifted, my muscle recovery improved, and that constant hum of low grade anxiety started to quiet down. Also, if you grind your teeth, that's been super helpful for me. Again, it's not a straight line, it never is, but this was a real piece of the puzzle for me as a high achiever. So, guys, I aim to be an example of what our bodies are designed to do, which is to heal. And part of that work is paying attention to what we're depleting and being intentional about how we restore it. This is about lifestyle integration. I talk a lot about this on my channel. Not another thing to stress about, but a simple foundational shift that supports everything else you're already doing. What you do in the dark is what keeps you in the light. And sometimes what you do in the dark is choosing to rest, restore, and replenish. Motion drives emotion, so let this be your first move this week. Check your magnesium. Let me know in the comments, did any of those 5 signs resonate with you? And if you're already supplementing, I'd love to know what's working. And if you're willing to share, drop it below. As always, guys, make it a great day, and thanks for watching.